Hello, welcome to my video on application tracking with Notion. So first, I'm going to talk about why you would want to track your applications. So ideally, you want to have a count of how many applications you have out, how many interviews are being converted from those applications. If you do want to do some sort of A/B testing on resumes, you can add that into your application tracker just so you know if a resume needs to be updated, if the updated resume is actually like doing some improvements on the conversion rate of application to interview. And then on top of that, just to have some sort of notes. You can note take for the upcoming interview, or just have a centralized bank of questions that you've seen or applications that you've done, and it just makes the whole process of wondering what's going wrong with your applications a lot easier to figure out. Now the second part is, why am I using Notion? So I just love Notion. I'm a productivity junkie, you could say. And Notion is a really great application that really allows you to be very granular with your information. And on top of that, you can mold it attributes on top of attributes, connect databases, have it be very simple or as complex as you want it to be. And you can create templates, which is what I'm going to showcase today. Okay, so if you click on the link below for the Notion template, it'll take you to this page. It's an application tracker with two fields or two databases, job boards and applications. All you have to do is click up here on the right side, top right, duplicate, and then if you're not logged in, it'll ask you to log in and create an account. If you already have an account and are logged in, it might take you to the web browser, to your workspace, or if you have the application open on your computer, it'll just take you to your application. So this is what you will see. Again, same thing, it's a template. So starting basis, everyone will have the same thing. You have your job boards and your applications. So the first part of this is the job boards. I like to have this just to have a general view of where I'm applying to, where I'm getting my applications or job openings from. So the way that this works is that you can just have a title, which is the name of the place, and then a link. If you click on the link, it'll open the website, which is super cool, and it's very easy to add more. So let's say you want to add Diversified Tech as one of your job boards. You just get the link, go back here, new, and then add the title, Diversify Tech, and then add the link, and boom, that's it. Easy as that. So that modal is just letting you know that you're editing a piece of content within that table, and just like that, it's already added. The second part of this application tracker template is the applications database itself. And I have a lot of fields in here just because I like to have a lot of information about my applications. You don't need to use all of these. You can remove them if you want, but let me just go through it so you understand why I have these. The date applied, which you can just click on and change whenever you've applied. You set the 30th and boom, there's the 30th. The URL is just a link to the job application itself. The status option lets you select an option or create a new one, but the ones that I have is not applied yet, and I just have that just in case I want to add a bunch of jobs that I know I'll apply to eventually. Applied, interviewing, rejected, but interviewed, and rejected, not interviewed. Next, you have the company, which is the ID per job position that you add. You have your position, which is another select function, and then you can add as many job titles as you want here. If you want to change it to software engineer because you mistyped it, that's totally fine. You can do that. I like to have a source column as well. This resume column is good if you want to do the A/B testing that I was referring to. So you can just sort these in some way and just see, oh, I'm getting rejected a lot with resume 2, but resume 3 seems to be getting rejected and interviewed, and then maybe you can gauge from there some differences and some best practices or improvements that you can do. Location is just good. It's another select feature that just lets you, know where you're applying to. Employee size just lets me know, I guess, how big the company is. Engineering size, how big the engineering team is. And then the recruiter, in case someone does contact me, I just know maybe I have like the same recruiter pop up a few times. So those are all of the columns within the application database. So now the next part is you can add new jobs here, either blank, and you fill it all out yourself, or you can add them via a template. So here now I clicked resume 3, status was automatically, the default value for it is not applied yet. The resume attribute has resume 3, and then here are some added text. You can have text within elements, and then within that element have more text, and it can be an infinite loop. But here, I have the job description, which I typically copy and paste in here, and then you can do highlighting in here, which just helps with dissecting the application, and then some action items that I typically do. If there's a recruiter I have to message, I will contact them. I'll make the resume, cover letter if I have to, and any essay questions. Here is the new one. It's all empty, but let's just say Walmart. That's the first thing that came to mind, and boom. Walmart is there, and you can see it right there. And then let's say the source is year 1, and position is web engineer. So I click create, and there it is. Click out of the modal. Now here you see it, and then the cool thing, positions, web engineers there. One last cool thing about Notion is that you can edit these templates and you can duplicate them. So let's say resume 3 I want to change to, let's just make it new application. And then the source for this new application is always going to be Diversify Tech. So let's say that every single new application will always be Diversify Tech. Cool. It tells you right here you're editing a template. Let's go back. So now you can see there's new application. So if we click arrow, new application, the default values are Diversify Tech. And now let's just say cool place. Click out of the modal. There it is, cool place with not applied, Diversify Tech. There you go. So that's how I use Notion for my application tracking. If you do want to use this template, you do have to download Notion. It's free to use, and if you want to learn more, you can go to their website, notion.so/personal. And there's also a lot of YouTube videos on how to use Notion in a more advanced way if you want to. But you can also use anything else. Trello, Excel, a notebook, Google Docs. Just as long as you're keeping track of your applications, that's what really matters. And if you have any comments or like suggestions for people of what to add, what to look out for, you can leave them in the comment below. If you do end up using this template, again, you can customize it to your liking, and you can reach out to me if you want any help with that. But yeah, have a good day, everyone.